Hey there, first grade friends. Today we are going to be mixing paint together to make the color green. To do that, we need yellow and blue. Together, when we mix those two colors, they will make the color green. However, it's super important to remember before we start that one of those two colors is stronger than the others, which means one of those two colors is going to take less paint than the other to turn it green. Do you know which of these two colors it is? If you said blue, you're right. Blue is much stronger than the yellow, which means when I mix it with yellow, I only need to use a little bit to turn my yellow into a green color. On your piece of paper today, friends, I want you to paint the entire paper using different tints and shades of green, meaning different lightness or darkness of green. If I want my green to be really light colored, I might add a lot of yellow. And if I want my green to be really dark colored, I might add a lot of blue. Let me show you how to mix green first. Today when you get your palette, you'll have 2 yellow and 1 blue in front of you. The first thing I want you to do is I want you to dip your brush into the blue, just the tip of my brush. And then in one of your yellows, I want you to swirl that blue in. You should notice right away as you start swirling that it automatically turns kind of a green. I like to call this green John Deere green because it doesn't really look like a dark green and it's not really like a yellow green. It's just more of a lighter kind of green. After you've mixed your blue in and you've got it all mixed up with your yellow, I want you to then take this green and I want you to do some quick brush strokes on your paper like this. Maybe let's do 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I'll dip back and get more. 4 and 5. Okay. 5 random, really quick brush strokes. Sounds good. Next, friends, I want you to mix a new green. To do that, I first want to get all this paint off my brush. So I'm just going to do a few more quick brush strokes. 6, 7, maybe I'll turn it like that, 8, and 9. Okay, I got all the paint off my brush. Good. Now, let's take this yellow, dip our brush in, and then let's put some over here. Press your brush down against the palette and spin the brush away. As you press and spin, you'll notice that a lot of the color gets off of your brush and stays in the palette. Whatever you do, make sure that you don't ever try to do this to get the paint off your brush because really all you just did was painted that area. You didn't leave a nice glob like this. So let's try that again. You want to do it 2 times. Here's 1. Dip it in, press against the bottom, and spin your brush as you are pressing it against the bottom, and then pull away. And then you should see that you have a nice big gob of paint to work with. Now, what I want you to do is take a super, super, super small amount of blue on your brush, like tiny, just a little dip in. Do you notice that? I mean, like, we're talking small. Then, I want you to mix that with this yellow. Really stir it around. You should be able to tell that this next green is a little bit lighter than the one you made before. To test, go ahead and paint it on your paper. Okay, good. Let me use up the rest of this paint. There we go. Quick random strokes all over my page. Now, your next step, friends, is to mix some green on your own. You have 2 areas left. Let's see what a really dark green looks like. Maybe a bunch of blue, and maybe only 1 scoop of yellow. Let's see what that'll do. Whoa. Wow, that's really dark. Let's see what that looks like on my paper. Maybe I'll go on the outsides. Do you notice I'm kind of filling my paper up? Very cool. Maybe I'll add some of this green out here. And maybe I'll just add a little yellow to this area with some blue. What happens there? Ooh, that's not as dark as before, but wow, that is a nice dark green. Friends, now it's your turn. When you get your palettes at your spot, I would like to see you mix up a bunch of different greens, and then I want you to paint your entire paper green.